Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Dom and we're talking about unusual options activity. Alright, so, disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. The statements made in this program are solely the opinion of the show and are not specific inducement to make an investment. One must perform their own due diligence and realize that all investments carry risk. There's no guarantee of profit. Alright everyone, just a little tip for everyone out there. Throughout the day, I'm constantly looking at my positions and analyzing when I should trim, when I should just cut a position off and take the profits. And a question I always ask myself is, if this option were to go down significantly, how mad would I be? And if the answer is I'm going to be pissed if this thing goes down, either because I've had it for a while and I'm finally having a nice profit, that's a good question that I always ask myself. One of the hardest things is just knowing when to cut a position off, because you don't want to be too greedy and let the thing ride too far and then see it tank. But you don't want to cut it off too early before you get the nice move that you want or that the people were buying for. So I'm constantly analyzing my positions and just seeing how much risk I want to take, seeing how far I want to let something ride, or asking myself how mad am I going to be if this thing tanks and I didn't take the profit. And most of the time, when I take the profit, it's a good move. And I'm figuring out what works for me, when to take the profit. And that's a good question I ask myself. How mad am I going to be if this thing tanks? And if I tell myself I'm going to be extremely mad if this thing tanks, I end up taking the profit, and it usually turns out to be a good move. So just a little tip for you guys. That's one of the hardest things for me is knowing when to take a profit and knowing when to just let something ride just a little bit further. All right, first one I want to bring up is Penn National Gaming. This stock traded up huge today, but first thing in the morning. So first off, there's just a lot of buying for these February 5th ones here, 120 strike. I'm not interested in those ones. Those are way too short term, but I saw that, so I come down here and check this out. And you don't even have to use a filter or anything. So as you can see here, someone was buying these April 120 calls, these June 130 calls, and these July 130 calls. Now these are about these ones are about a minute apart here, and these ones are like a few minutes, 5 minutes before. I think this might be the same person coming in here buying these April 120s, buying these June 130s, and buying these July 130s. They're tripling up on calls. And these are not small orders. These are about $900,000 orders. I like Penn National Gaming. We are in these April 120 calls. I just chose to go with those. Stock has moved up nice today. We'll take a look at the chart. Now, the two main gaming stocks, online gaming stocks, are Penn National Gaming and DraftKings. And DraftKings has a crazy valuation. It trades at like 120 times sales. Penn is way more reasonable in my opinion, and they have a nice deal with Barstool Sports, I think it is. So I like this stock. This one has moved up a lot. This one's low was $3, but I think this stock is still reasonable at these levels, and I think it's going higher. So that's why I bought these calls. All right, everyone. Next one is Micron, MU. Now this is a semiconductor play, solid state drives. They also do some semiconductor manufacturing. We've talked about this one before. This one has come down from its high, so I bought these in another account. But we'll go to these April. I don't even think we have to use a filter. Now you can see right here, at 757, there's some nice buying in these. All you have to do is just open the time and sales and just check this out. And, if you want to take it a step further, you can see here at 757 there was some buying. So I'm going to check this out. It looks like a sweep order here. We'll go down here, scroll down to 7. Yeah, and look at all these. So these are the ones we just saw at 747.04. Someone's coming in buying all of these. It looks like all these. This is not a small sweep order. They're getting 300, they're getting 125, another 126, another 154, 59, 60. You guys get the point. And it keeps going and going. And that is a huge order. I think I totaled all these up here because I think all these are together. And that's a huge order. I think it's like a $1 or $2 million order. I like Micron. We've been on this one. We rode this one up to about this 85 level, and we took it off. It kept going to about 87 here, as you can see from the chart. It pulled back. 74 was a great time to get in. You know, it's hard to be watching all these stocks at one time. You know, we had a pullback. It got back to that 74 level. I think we got in today around the 80 level. So, you know, I think we got in a little lower than 80. But I like Micron at 80. You know, we'll be playing it up. I think it can go higher than 87. They just reported a good quarter. And, yeah, semiconductor stocks are hot right now. I think Micron's going higher. So we're in these April 80 calls as well. And we will see what happens. All right, everyone. Thanks to everyone who's been subscribing. I really appreciate it. Leave a comment down below if you guys are enjoying the tips, or if you just want me to get straight to the unusual option activity. I'm down to do whatever. I'm down to share what works for me, and hopefully you guys can learn from that. All right, everyone, keep the subscribing up. Make sure to drop a like if you like this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.